Hi friends, how you doing? It's Friday. That means it's time for the Friday weekly wrap up. Thanks for being here. I am Christiana Gaudet. I am your tarot fairy godmother, and I'm so happy to welcome you here. For those of you who are here for the first time, thanks for being here. For all our channel members, and you can tell who the members are because their names are in green. We really appreciate you. Thanks for being here. Thanks to all our subscribers. If you happen to be watching the replay, thanks for being here. I won't be able to pull a card for you, but as you listen to the cards that I pull for other people, you might find something that resonates for you. So be willing to open your heart to receive that message. Likewise, for everyone who is here with me live, while you're waiting for your card, if you hear something I say to someone else that sounds like truth for you as well, you can go ahead and take it because that's part of the magic of these group readings. All right. Thank you all so much for being here. Glad that you are. And if you have not yet subscribed, please do subscribe and make sure you hit the bell so that you will be notified when I'm live. So I thought today it would be fun to do one of my favorites, the Light Seers Tarot. We'll do one card to wrap up the week for the collective, and then I will do individual requests in the order that I see them. All right, so let me get shuffled. What is one card that can help us wrap up the week for the collective? That one card is the Queen of Wands. I love this card. So I think this week for a lot of us, we were nurturing our creativity. We were nurturing our inner power. And that's a good thing. Do you identify with this? Did you find in your week some opportunity for creative, for the nurturance of power, for the nurturance of the life force within you? That is a beautiful, beautiful thing, isn't it? All right, let us get to individual readings, individual requests. And the first person I see is Smile Soul 20. Thank you so much for being a member here. And here is a card to wrap up your week. The Four of Pentacles reversed. This week, things have started to open up for you. I think there have been a lot of times where there have been a lot of times where you have not felt like you had the support that you needed. And I think this week you're starting to trust yourself. You're starting to trust the universe, and things are really opening up for you. And that is a beautiful thing. Well done. I hope you're feeling that energy. Betty Flesher, so nice to see you. Thanks for being a member here. And thanks for letting me know that Monday's card was the Nine of Cups. It's always good to be able to make that correlation between what we saw on Monday and what we're seeing now, because Monday's looking ahead. What comes up today is looking back. There's going to be a correlation there. All right, so let's see what we see. Betty, Judgment Reversed. So you started out with the Nine of Cups, wishes fulfilled, satisfaction, and we end up with Judgment Reversed, which I think deals with part of the deeper journey. And when we think about Maslow's hierarchy, which we were talking about here a few sessions ago, once the basic needs are taken care of, you can start to deal with some of the deeper stuff. And so I feel like toward the end of the week, you have really started a journey toward your own spiritual path. I mean, you've been on that for a long time, but there's something here where you've developed confidence, where something has deepened, and where you are hearing the voice of the angels more strongly. And I think that's going to follow through into the weekend, into next week, and going forward. So that's like the Nine of Cups that you started with, creating space for this deeper exploration that I think is going to be really significant for you. Julie Barrett, so nice to see you. Thank you for being here. Quite a week, huh? Yeah, I'll say Knight of Swords reversed. So either of your kids might have had some issues this week. You might have had some issues this week, sort of figuring out what is true and what is right. There may have been communication issues, either with family or friends or work. You may feel kind of stuck. This might have to do even with communicating as far as your own well-being is concerned, trying to figure out what is truly true. And you may have been told some things that are true that are not really true. So the whole thing is figuring out what is true. And right now, I think you have to hold space for the idea that things are still unfolding. That you may have heard some things and some things may be true, but there's other things you don't yet know. It's all confused and it feels stuck and weird. But just hold space. The truth will ultimately be revealed and all will be well. Christina, nice to see you. Thanks for being here. Here's a card for you. Christina, 5 of Wands. Here we see conflict. I wonder if this was a bit of a tough week for you in terms of things competing for your time, things competing for your energy, trying to get everything done. It may not have been the easiest week, but I think you're showing up for yourself and for the people you need to show up for. And I think you're doing what you need to do, so it is working. Mystics Haven, so nice to see you. Thanks for being here. The Star reversed. So this week was a mixed bag for you. I think there were ways in which you felt some healing and some fulfillment and some good things, and other things where you are still waiting, still hoping for good things to come. And I think you should keep that hope alive. Peggy Lou Levens, so nice to see you. Thank you for being here, and thanks for being a member of this channel. Okay, Peggy Lou Levens, here we go. Wrap-up card for you. Death reversed. So this week may have been a lot of the same. SOS, you know what that stands for, right? Not the emergency, but the same old shit, right? And I think that this week you've just started thinking about what is that same old stuff? What are the things that you're dealing with over and over and over again that you wish you didn't have to deal with? And of those things, what must you accept and what can you change? And where do you have power where you didn't realize you had power? Okay. Hey, Horse Van Dunn, nice to see you. Thanks for being a member here. I will do you and Doug in just one moment. Next up is Melissa. Melissa Grosso, so nice to see you. Thank you for being a member. All right, here is a wrap-up card for you. 10 of Pentacles reversed. So right away, I wonder if there's been some weird stuff in your family. I also wonder just about the power structure at work and how that's all going. I feel like when it comes to family, there are changes and you just have to kind of deal with that and let that be. When it comes to the power struggle at work, you may really find yourself jockeying for position. Remember, you have the position. You just have to figure out how to use your voice within it. Not the easiest week, but you made it through. Next week, really work on how you use your voice. Okay, Horse Fan done. Here we go. Thanks for being a member here. Wrapping up the week for you. The 4 of Wands reversed, not the easiest week. I think there were some challenges that you had to deal with, and I think there may have been times where you felt a little ungrounded or untethered. That's okay. Take that energy and move it forward. You are all right. You have what you need. You have the structures you need. You have everything you need. The thing is, historically, you have not always felt like you had everything you needed, even when you had more than what you have right now. So it's all about recognizing your ability to feel secure. All right, and for Doug. Doug, this week, all about finding the balance. There may have been some official kind of things you had to deal with, whether that was legal or medical or governmental. You got through that okay. And I think you are doing a good job balancing in everything that you need to balance. Hey, Diana Price, nice to see you. Thanks for being a member here. Getting back in the groove and remembering. Yeah, see, I know this was a tough setback for you, but I had thought that what you thought you had lost, you probably hadn't lost. So that's good. Okay, so wrapping up the week. The Hierophant Reversed. Girl, you are learning how to do things your way. You are learning how to make it happen. Trust your own process. You got a lot done this week and you will keep it going. Very well done. Karen Winkle, so nice to see you. Thank you for being here and thanks for being a member here. A wrap-up card for you and one for Kimmy visiting for her bachelorette weekend. Excellent. Okay, so a wrap-up card for you, Karen. The Ace of Swords reversed. I feel like there's still information missing. This could have to do with health stuff. It could have to do with work stuff. It could have to do with husband's business stuff. There's still things. Oh, and it certainly has to do with the wedding going forward. There's so much you don't know. And it's not stuff that you can know. You just have to wait to know. And that's a hard space for you to be in. So this has not been the easiest week, but you're hanging in there. Now for Kimmy, Six of Cups reversed. I think honestly, right now, this past week, Kim is spending a lot of time thinking about her journey to get here, thinking about what she's learned, what she's done, everything that she has wanted, everything she's gained, everything she's lost. She's doing sort of this whole retrospective analysis of where she's been in order to allow herself to move forward. Okay, Joanne Smith, so nice to see you. Hope you're doing well. Thanks for being a member here. A wrap-up card for the week, if it can even be wrapped up yet, right? Yeah, we do this Monday, Friday thing, which is so funny because so many of us are not on a Monday, Friday schedule. I certainly am not, but it's fun. Page of Pentacles reversed. I think a lot here about younger family members, kids, grandkids, that kind of thing. And whatever that is does seem to be ongoing, so not yet wrapped up. I think you're also thinking, though, about where you're going to be learning, where you're going to be teaching, how you're grounding yourself. All of those things are of significance as well. Jackie Masters, nice to see you. Off to the flower shop you are. Well, you can always listen in the replay. Thanks for being here and thanks for being a member here. Jackie, you got the same card that we all got for the collective, Queen of Wands. I think this week you were really in your power. Finding your inner fire, nurturing your creativity, your spirituality, finding your strength. Good job this week. Very well done. Hey, Sayoni, I feel like we haven't seen you in forever. I hope you're doing well. Thanks for being here. A card to wrap up the week. Hanged Man reversed. You have been taking control of your life. I assume your health is better. I assume that a lot's getting better because you're making it so, because you're taking control of it. Very well done. Hey, Martha Vink, so nice to see you. A wrap-up card for you. The Six of Pentacles. I think this week you really started thinking about the giving and receiving of energy. What are the things you need to do? How do you take care of what you have to take care of? How do you allow others to give back to you? How does that all work? Very well done. You found some balance this week. I think that was good. Hey, Robin Renee, nice to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member here. Here's a card for you. Three of Wands reversed. This might have been a really tough week for you. I think you are trying to figure out how you're going to do certain things, how things are going to turn out. You're definitely working toward a goal. You're working toward a few goals, but getting there is harder. And what's it going to look like when you get there? I think all of that has been kind of hard and questionable. Not questionable that you will get there, but questionable in terms of what it's going to look like. And so that may have weighed on you this week. You may be changing your ideas, changing your goals, figuring it out. That's okay. It'll all come together, I promise. Hey, Pamela Phillips, nice to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member here. Feel like I haven't seen you in a long time. Hope you're doing well. Here is a card for you for the week. 7 of Wands. So you've been busy. You're taking care of a lot, doing a lot, growing, healing. The thing is, I think you can be a little hard on yourself. So you need to be careful about that. But overall, you are getting a lot done and you are staying in your place of strength. Very well done. Hey, Kim Morris, nice to see you. Hope you're doing well. Hope you're doing well. Let's see what we got for you, Kim. Kim Morse, here is your card. The Lovers. Whether this is romantic or friendship or just life, I feel like this week you finally started to find your groove, figuring out how everything was going to fit together and how everything was going to work. I feel like the smoke is clearing. And you're starting to feel on top of things again. You're starting to feel like yourself again. You're starting to find some hope and some balance and some connection. And that is great stuff. Marion, so nice to see you. Thanks for being a member here. Glad that you're here. I met Marion at the Omega Institute this summer. So great to have her here as a member of this channel now. Roller coaster of moods and feelings this week. What's up with me? Also started watching Willow last night. Love it so far. Is this your first time through on Willow? Man, that is old. But my favorite movie. It is to love. And have you met Mad Mardigan yet? And do you find that he is just delightful? I love me some Mad Mardigan. Anyway. Okay, Marion, here's your card for the week that was. The Magician Reversed. The thing is, I think sometimes you get stuck, and you might get stuck in a mood. You might get stuck in a belief. You might get stuck in thinking that you don't have what you need, that you don't have the tools, the skills, the abilities to do what you need, or you don't know how to find them. And there's no truth in that. But it's a story that you were taught when you were younger. And so I think you're learning how to get out of that story, and that's going to be very helpful. Hey, Sally Larkin, nice to see you. I'm sorry your week sucked. I'm happy to see you, though. Hey, Claire C. So nice to see you. Thanks for being here. Okay. Claire C. 2 of Wands. I feel like this is the kind of thing that's been coming up for you a lot. Looking to the future, thinking about your creativity, thinking about where in the world you want to go and how you're going to get there. And I feel like you spent some time this week feeling empowered in that way to figure things out, to figure out how you want to go forward. And that's a beautiful thing, recognizing that you have the ability to do that. Okay, Melanie, I feel like we haven't seen you in forever. Nice to see you. There is certainly time for you. Thanks for being a member. Here is a card for you. The Sun Reversed. So it's been an interesting week. I think there's been many things that have been good and fulfilling, and some things that maybe weren't exactly the way you wanted them to be. That's okay. So I think there's some question about how do you work toward exactly what you want? And where do you just have to accept it is what it is? And I think you're working on all of those things. Cassandra, so nice to see you. Thanks for being a member here. Okay, you put in an offer on a house. Very good. Let's see what the cards say looking at this week, see if anything about that is revealed or anything else. The Hermit. So this week, I mean, this speaks of wisdom. It speaks of preparation. And aren't you preparing to welcome a child? Which is interesting for the Hermit because the Hermit is 9 and that's, the number of months. And, so that's interesting. But, there is maybe a little sense of loneliness. There is a little sense here of change and dealing with the changes and just having to sit with it and having to wait and having to be patient and all those things, So I think you're really in it. This does not really say yay or nay on the house, but it feels good to me. It feels okay. It feels good. But it just sort of suggests that you're in the waiting time and you just have to be in that place of wisdom and know that you are holding the light and cultivating the light. Hey, Raquel, nice to see you. Hope you're doing well. Here is a card for you. Two of Cups reversed. Was there an interpersonal problem with someone this week? Someone you weren't getting along with? Or just trying to figure out how to integrate something into your life, maybe feeling a little out of balance, maybe feeling a little unhappy. It may not have been the easiest week for you in some way. We'll turn this right side up to welcome better connection, better flow coming into the weekend and into next week. Ollie Mamin, nice to see you. Thanks for being here. Wrapping up the week. You get the Three of Cups. I wonder if this week you had time to spend some time with people you enjoy. I wonder if you had had some time to be part of community, to build community, to have some fun, to do some things you enjoy. It looks like it was a good week for you, and the focus would be friendship, community, and enjoyment. Oh, Karen, that does explain it. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. And, Diana, yeah. That explains that too. Thank you everyone for your feedback. I really appreciate it. Joanne, thank you for your feedback. Thank you everyone. I really appreciate the feedback. I don't always read it aloud, but I do always read it. Hey, Whitebird, nice to see you here. Here's a card for you. Wrapping up your week, the Six of Swords reversed. I think there's a way that you're feeling stuck, that you're feeling like things are not moving forward the way you would like. And we're going to turn this card right side up to welcome that forward motion. And the reminder here is to not get stuck in your emotions, to stay in a place of logic and let that be what moves you forward. Nalini, nice to see you. Here is a card for you. Oh, Horse Van Dunn. Yes, I did get the email. Thank you very much. I thought I replied. You may not have gotten my reply. Much appreciated. Haven't installed it yet, but much appreciated. Okay. Nalini, Eight of Swords. I think you've been in a place of anxiety this week. And, some of your anxiety is about like real stuff that you have to figure out. Some of it is like the stories that you tell yourself. And so you kind of have to figure out which is which and solve the problems that you need to solve. But the things that are really just based on anxiety, I think you have to find a way. I think you have to find a way to let that go. That's really the key. It's about your healing. Hey, Von Ray, nice to see you. Glad that you're here. Thanks for being a member here, Von Ray. Here's a card for you. The Star. Whether you know it or not, you are working on having your wishes fulfilled and getting what you want, and you made some moves toward that this week. That actually gets a thing. What is that going to get? That's going to get this. That was supposed to be a happy sound. Was that a happy sound? I don't know. Party noisemaker, that's what it's called. Okay, Melanie Raquel, thank you for your feedback. Marion, thank you for your feedback. All right, from my perspective, I have answered every question. If I accidentally missed you, I'm so sorry. Please do reiterate. Likewise, if you're just coming in and have not yet asked a question. I want to remind you that our Zoom class, which is a hybrid class, if you happen to be close to me near Palm City, that class is up and scheduled. September 30th, tarot spreads, tools and techniques. You can get your ticket to see it either Zoom or in person, whichever you can do, whichever you prefer, using our new device that we're calling Owlister Owly that allows us to do this great hybrid class. You can get your tickets now. Just go to my website, christianagodet.com or tarotbychristiana.com and get those tickets. You'll also see the free classes we have coming up here this month. There's one meetup and 2 classes coming up this month, so definitely check that out. I tried to schedule off, away from my tour, away from Labor Day, and off the Jewish holidays. And so that's why we're all clumped up at the end of the month. And so if you've been celebrating the Jewish holidays, many blessings to you. Many blessings to all of you. I am available for readings by phone, Skype, FaceTime, Messenger, Zoom, and here in person in Palm City. Go to my website, christianagodet.com or tarotbychristiana.com. And you can find information to connect with me directly, or you can schedule right on my website. I will look forward to seeing you all. Tomorrow I will be back for the Saturday Psychic Sampler. I'll look forward to seeing you then. Thank you all so much for being here. It's been a good week. Let's now have a great weekend.